Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is the hair and makeup for the Victoria's Secret Fashion Show 2016. I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get started. All of the Victoria's Secret models have beautiful skin, so I really want to have a dewy natural finish, so I'm taking my beauty blender and my NARS Sheer Glow in Punjab and really just taking my time buffing this into my skin.
Whether you like it or not.
To make my skin look extra glowy, I'm taking this NARS Hot Sands Illuminator, and this just gives the most beautiful radiance to your skin.
Open your eyes, let's get it done. Take my hand, just follow me. Shadowing me, you're one.
Now, like I said before, the angels all have beautiful skin, so you want to take the smallest amount of concealer. I'm taking the MAC Pro Longwear in NW20, and I'm really warming it up in between my fingers and pressing it under my eyes and wherever I need a little bit of coverage, because I really want my skin to still look healthy and glowy and not too cakey. To blend out the concealer even more, I'm taking my beauty blender just so that it looks really flawless and natural. And then to set my under eyes, I'm using my Mercier translucent powder, but I'm only putting this right under my eyes and right around my nose because that's where I get really oily, but I still want the rest of my skin to look fresh and dewy. I do have oily skin, so I'm gonna set the rest of my skin with Hourglass DimLight powder, and it just gives that sheen and healthy glow to my skin without making it look too powdery. For bronzer, I'm taking my fluffy Loud makeup brush and my NARS Laguna bronzer. I fell back in love with this bronzer. It is perfect for this look. It is so beautiful. It's not too cakey, and it just gives that perfect bronzy glow.
Let's get it done. Take my hand, just follow me. Shadowing me, you're one.
For blush, I'm taking my angled blush brush, and I'm using the Becca Flowerchild Champagne Pop Split, and I'm just taking Flowerchild and really buffing that into my cheeks all the way up to my cheekbones and a little bit on my eyelids, as you guys know, just to kind of bring the look together. I found that the angels had a really nice rosy glow to their skin. It wasn't too bronzy, it was more natural and rosy. Now going to the Champagne Pop section, I'm of course adding my angelic glow to my cheeks and my nose, eyebrows, anywhere I want the light to hit my face, because obviously a Victoria's Secret angel has to be glowing. For brows, I noticed that the models had nice, full, natural-looking brows, so I'm taking my Benefit 3D brow tones and really wiggling this into my brows to make them look full and bushy, but then going in with an angle brush and my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dark Brown Duo Brow Powder. I haven't used this in ages, and I forgot how much I loved it, but I'm just going in and filling in any sparse areas so it looks really natural, but a little bit more on the bushy side, but not too bushy. Like, it still looks structured, but it just really looks effortless. Just going over the front of my brows with the beauty blender so it gives a nice gradient to my brow. For eyes, this is where this year kind of stood out to me. They all rocked a winged eyeliner, which I'm all for. You guys know that I love rocking a winged liner, but for eyeshadow, it was still neutral. It had that shimmer, but it had a little bit of a cut crease, very, very natural, of course. So I'm taking my Tartelette in Bloom palette from Tarte, and I'm using Flowerchild all over my lid, and then going in with Smarty Pants in my crease and slowly building this up, and then taking a bigger brush to blend it out, and then going in with a little bit of a darker neutral shade called Jet Setter, just to deepen up that crease a little bit more. And for that famous shimmery pop on the lid, I'm using Funny Girl. I'm also going to put this on my brow bone just so that it really accentuates and highlights the look. Taking Jet Setter and Smarty Pants, I'm just going to squish my brush, and I'm putting this on my lower lash line. They didn't really have a heavy lower lash line, it was very soft, so I'm just using these two colors. Of course, every model had a little bit of a different variation, but this is the one that I kind of thought looked the best for me. For that famous inner corner highlight, I'm taking a pencil brush and MAC Pigment in Vanilla, and I'm just putting that in the inner corners, my nose, and on my Cupid's bow.
My love to you.
Now for the statement part of this makeup look, taking a big breath, they all had a really beautiful winged liner. It was very lifted and a little bit thicker at the outer corners and thinner in the inner corners. So I really took my time here because I didn't want to mess it up, and it actually worked out for me, so the liner gods were my favorite today. To make sure my upper waterline is fully blocked out for lashes, I'm taking this Charlotte Tilbury black liner and just rimming my upper waterline. Using my favorite mascara, the CoverGirl Supersizer Fibers Mascara, doing a quick coat and putting on my Ardell Demi Wispy lashes, and I think these are perfect. They probably had individuals, but I didn't have any lying around, so I think these were perfect for the look. Lashes are on, and I'm going to give my skin a little bit more of a bronzy glow, so I'm using this CoverGirl bronzer that has a beautiful sheen to it, and just dusting it all over my face to blend all the products. For lips, I'm taking my Nude retractable lip liner in Natural and filling in my full lip because all of the models had beautiful glossy lips, which I think is so stunning because the light hits it and just makes them look bigger. For gloss, I'm using this Chanel clear gloss. Of course, you can use any gloss you want. And for a bit more color, I actually decided to use another Chanel gloss that I just picked up, and it's more of a pinky nude. Forget the name, but I will link it down below. It's so beautiful, and I think that the lip is just the perfect nude pink color. I wanted to add a little bit more rosiness to my cheeks, so I'm taking my Pixie Book of Blushes and using those really rosy pinky colors and just buffing that onto my cheeks. I loved the makeup look this year. I think it was so fresh and natural and really accentuated the lips and eyes. So that is it, and we're gonna move on to hair. Of course, I'm wearing my Luxie hair extensions in Dirty Blonde. I can't not wear these extensions for a Victoria's Secret hair look. They all had beautiful beachy waves. I know that all of their girls had their hair done by Beach Waver, but I don't have one, so a straightener or even a wand will do the exact same thing. So I'm taking my straightener and taking random size pieces. I'm kind of rotating between smaller and thicker pieces, and every single piece of hair I'm going away from my face because I noticed all of the girls had their hair curled away from their face, so this is the way I like to do it. You can go back and forth, but I think this just kind of gives you that beachy wavy look. Make sure to leave your ends out if you want your hair to still have length. This will really help with that, especially if you have shorter hair. Once you're done curling your hair, run your fingers through it to really break up the curls so it looks a little bit more messy and beachy. So I'm gonna magically snap my fingers and my hair is all done. This look was so much fun to do. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Of course, I'm no Victoria's Secret model, but I had so much fun filming this for you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!